So this is a very useful little recipe for a spice paste called Harissa. Now I'm making this because it's a very important ingredient in a dish that I'm going to also do, which is Provençal fish soup. But harissa is very nice if it's spread onto vegetables which you roast in the oven. It's extremely nice spread over chicken. It's extremely nice spread over cauliflower. And actually, if you add a little bit to a prawn cocktail sauce, it makes a completely different flavour. You can buy harissa in these rather pretty tins, but I have to say it never tastes as good as making your own, and that's why I'm going through the process of making my own. Everything's going to go into this rather noisy spice mixer. So first of all, we've got a roasted red pepper which is going to go in. Now I've roasted this for about 20 minutes, half an hour. When you roast a red pepper, make sure it goes just in the oven. You don't need to do it on a naked flame on the barbecue or anything. I'm going to take this skin off it as much as I can, but I don't mind if I leave a bit on there, and take the most of the seeds out. So into my little spice mixer goes my roasted red pepper with, as I said, some of the skin, because actually what I like is leaving a bit of the skin in there because you get a nice fleck of black in the finished dish. Next, I've already ground some coriander, about a teaspoon of coriander seeds, very important. And now a chili, a whole red chili. I'm not going to take the seeds out of this because I do want the heat of the red chili, and the heat is in the capsicum, which surrounds the seeds. There's a little membrane that contains that chemical capsicum. That goes in there. Last ingredients, a teaspoon or so of tomato puree and a very nice pinch of salt. And finally, most expensively and most importantly, a generous pinch of saffron. And by generous, I really do mean a generous pinch, because when you taste the harissa in the final dish, with the fish soup, you will notice the saffron and the way that it makes the sauce that this goes into, which is called rouille, have little flecks of yellow in it. So there we are, ready to go. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of oil, olive oil in this case, hardly got any left, just to help the whole thing mix nicely. And now we've got the boring, noisy business of grinding this all up. Here we go. I don't know whether you've got one of these little spice mixers, but they're very, very useful. See, that's already ready. It's got such a lovely colour, I think, harissa. I'm just going to give it a final blend, but I will just taste it quickly. When you taste that, it tastes like you imagine North Africa looks. It comes from North Africa, Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria. It's got that sort of lovely, almost sort of tagine sort of flavour to it, and that's coming from the coriander and the saffron particularly, and those roasted peppers. Absolutely lovely. There we go, made. Now it is quite a business making this, I do understand, but it does keep in the fridge for ages. So we'll just spoon that out. I sort of was just thinking, I wish you could taste this. It's sort of one of those sort of flavours that you want to put on everything when you tasted it, because it's so beautifully exotic, hot, fragrant. Don't know if you know, there's a type of salami, a wet salami from Calabria in southern Italy called nduja or nduja, which people use a great deal in flavouring pizzas. That's another great use for this, would be a pizza. But it's got that sort of lovely hot and fragrant, exotic. There it is, harissa.